Good morning and welcome back. Now it has been brought to my attention of recent that I have played with the CL80, the S13, the Verossa, the GT86, yet I have never played with the Skyline. So today is going to be a change of pace and I am finally going to work on the Skyline. Now I'm going to do something today which I have been meaning to do for a long time, and that is do things in the engine bay. Now as you can see, the engine bay of the Skyline does not match up with the bodywork whatsoever. One of the biggest issues I've had with this thing for a while now is the fact that it smokes every now and again. When you start up, you'll have a bit of smoke come out of it. Now, I'm hoping it's not, but there's a good possibility it's going to be the stem seals that are going to be leaking on this, but it may also be the turbo, because I've had problems as well with the power delivery on this. It's been sketchy at best. So the common denominator out of this, because this is the second engine this has been through, the common denominator is the turbo. So I am going to swap the turbo out today with a good used one from another RB25 DET Neo that I sold to a friend of mine. He's lent me the turbo off of it. The rest of the engine was absolutely fantastic. Yes, it doesn't look pretty, but it is all good. So I'm going to fit that one on today, and hopefully this is going to sort my running issue. And then once I know the running issues are done and dusted, I shall be pulling the trigger on a rather fancy turbo setup for this. I'm still not sure as opposed to which way I'm going to go. If it is just the turbo that is giving me the issues, I think I will just go for a straight turbo swap. So I've seen what Samet's done, and he's had a good idea, a good plan. He's had some good results out of the turbos that he's used. So I may use something along those lines for this one, or yeah, I'm not sure, to be fair. Well, we're going to see how it goes. But anyway, let's get this turbo on first and see how this pans out. Okay, so first thing on my agenda is to get this strut brace off and give myself a little bit more room just to get down to the turbo there. I'll get the intercooler piping off, induction off, and yeah, that should be more than enough room to actually get down in there. Wow, this thing is filthy though. I have not touched this in so long. I've done car shows, driven it, and that's it. Poor thing. Okay, so I'll pop you guys up there. Unless you get in my way, which in that case, you're gone. You know, I like you and all that, but I've got things to do. There we go, a bit more room to swing my thing in. Okay, there's a considerable amount of in and out play on this, as well as up and down. sure this doesn't pop off. There he is. Boop. And boop. Ah, well, that gasket's nailed, isn't it? Okay. One turbo. Ah, that wasn't too much hassle. Happy with that. Yeah, this turbo is. If you can hear that. Doesn't sound the healthiest. Oh, this is not going to be fun putting back together. And here we have a load of mess on the floor, but this is the turbo now all built back up from my old crappy one. So I'm going to get this one back on now, fight with this and see how we get on. A little side note as well, I'm not going to be running the water on this anymore. I'm going to take the water off of it altogether and blank everything off. It's not necessary to run water on the turbos, but yeah, it's one of those things. It's a grey area. Some people swear by it. Some people say it's not necessary. I'm a believer of it's not necessary. I've ran turbos with no water feeds before, and it's made absolutely no difference to the longevity of the turbo. To be fair, if anything, it keeps water temperatures down just a little bit more. But I'm now going to fight to get this turbo on and get this thing started today and see what we've actually got, because I'm intrigued to see where I actually stand with this. So let's start the time lapse up again and cue the music. Okay, I'm now at a part which I'm going to stop and actually explain a little bit to you guys about is the nuts that hold the turbo onto the manifold. Now, this is a common problem with these coming undone under vibration, same as the SR20s. A lot of people replace these nuts with the Loctite ones, but to be fair, these nuts are absolutely fine as long as you use the original little tabs. And all you've got to do is tap the little tab over the nut and it's not going to come undone. So it's important to remember to do those. Do not forget that little shim that goes on. It just links the two bolts together. Tap the nut, tap the tab over. Those nuts will not come undone. You will have no problems. Anyway, that being said, let's carry on getting things back together. Okay, so now at the point of starting this car up, so let's get the doors open and see what we've got. So that's the startup done, all the checks are done and everything is okay. Only thing left to do now is take it for a test drive. On another plus note as well, the car, like I said, normally started off with a puff of smoke. That's all gone, so we're going to see what else happens now on the test drive, I suppose. So I'll set the GoPro camera up on the roll cage for you. We'll go for a drive. turbo on. Less boost as well, so it's strange. And just like that, I am back from the test drive, and I am over the moon with the results that we've had from putting the new turbo on there. Who would have thought such a simple thing like that would have caused me so many issues? And yeah, I've just been plodding along trying to find every other thing on it, and I didn't even think to look at the turbo because, well, I boosted and it was okay, just a little bit down on power. It is now quicker than it's ever been. I'm over the moon with this. So now next thing is, what turbo setup do I go for? Do I go for a hybrid on the stock manifold? Do I go for something like a, I don't know, a whole set on a top mount? Or I don't know. I'm going to have a few options and a bit of a thing to do with this tonight. So if you do have any suggestions, please leave a comment in the comment section below. But anyway, thank you very much for joining me. Don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe. I'll see you next time.